Let's just get into this. We've been up for 34 hours. We stayed up through the whole night shooting machine guns and doing stupid and again, we have the LMT Supreme Leader, LMT Lord himself.
That's right.
Mr. Kevin, NSFW302 on Instagram, with the most exquisite private collection of LMTs I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
If you want to know what the owner's experience is like, it's Kevin. Okay?
Yeah. Just come to my house.
Just come to Kevin's house. Kevin has a wide assortment of a different variety of LMTs, and each have their own quirky little features. So Kevin is gonna take us through gun by gun, tell us what it is, why you built it, why you think it's cool, quirky things you did to it.
It's a lot of information.
Whatever. Before we jump into all these guns, make sure you're engaging with the channel. If you see something interesting during this video, comment it down below. I wanna know because I can go visit Kevin and we can shoot more of these guns or go into more depth about these guns, but you have to let me know, otherwise I'm not gonna know. Communication is key for any relationship, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That way we keep growing this channel. And if you wanna support us even more, check out the Constantine concealed carry belt. This is a prototype inner belt that has that has Velcro and elastic, so it form fits your body just like the regular Constantine carry belt. But now you can have one belt for your EDC and for your battle belt, competitions, duty belt, whatever you're wearing on top of your Velcro. You could put patches on your belt. Don't be that guy though. Anyways, let's get into the guns. We have the LMT Supreme Leader and we haven't slept in a day and a half, so let's jump right into it. So first things first, we've got this little short boy right here.
This is a Dave Wilson converted barrel, so V7 300 Blackout, 5.5 inch. I think it's a custom Rex can that fits inside the CSW upper. I cut it down just because, I don't know, I wanted to make it shorter.
And it looks cooler.
I mean, everything else is pretty basic about it. Marzell lower, PDW stock. It's got the Steiner optic on it. Yeah, the shorty PDW stock. Steiner optic's okay. It's just here.
You heard it here first from Kevin, LMT Supreme Leader, Steiner optic, just okay. Mid. Next thing's next.
This one's a little cooler.
YouTube, it's unloaded. God.
This was originally a standard MLC LM8 upper, and I cut it down during the Blackout. My friend had just gotten a Honey Badger, and
all right,
CGS Hyperion K, 7/4 inch barrel that was cut down by my coworker. Upper is obviously cut down. We're running the Surefire OBC carrier, and the buffer in this is actually
Kevin,
shorter.
What's the Surefire OBC bolt carrier?
Optimized bolt carrier, so it has a little bit more travel. The gas key's cut short, and so on this, it has an extra 1/4 inch of travel, and the buffer, even though it's the short buffer, I cut it down even more. So the buffer's like super short, but it doesn't
it's like
bolt
summer
bounce.
savings. We're just cutting it.
Right. There's no bolt bounce though, like the Honey Badger. But this will actually run on full auto.
Thanks. I don't want anybody telling me we're good because I know we're good.
That's right.
He doesn't even know this is the LMT Supreme Leader, okay? That's crazy. All right, go on.
I forgot where it was. We'll just start from the beginning.
No. Okay, we talked about this gun. Short things. 300 Blackout, Hyperion K, CGS. Hi, Bobby. Bobby, we miss you.
Scalarworks?
Scalarworks. Aim point. Nice armament cap.
This is kind of interesting. It is a OEM post-sample lower. All right.
Okay, this is the beater heater, am I right?
Beater heater, yeah. No, standard 12-inch piston. It's not 12.5. Everyone calls it a 12.5 piston.
12 inches.
I got you, Joe.
It's Christina.
Stop calling it.
Are you dumb or are you deaf?
It's a 12.
It's Christina.
Oh, Christine, this is a lovely house.
It's Christineth. Are you stupid or are you deaf?
Christina! You idiot! You get my wife's name right!
Get back here, you fuck my wife. Talk about it.
I gotta, hold on, I need to remember some details about this. Anyways, yeah, standard MLC upper, 12-inch piston, Surefire Mini 2, it's a beater can that gets passed around all the other guns with Surefire devices, Comp M5S, standard Marzell lower, again.
Beater here, super soft with that piston system. That's actually next on my list of what I want to build from LMT is a 12-inch piston shovel nose. But this is a Quad Daddy.
It is. Shout out to solid rooftop defense for getting me this URX2 before.
Dude, shout out to Rooftop Defense in general because
Yeah,
he fed
great
me.
guys.
Every time I buy something, I get
That's
fed.
right. That's right.
It gives you free ramen.
Yeah, free ramen with every order. Rooftop Defense, check them out. URX2, the drippiest of the drip. Marzell lower, same as all the other guns. DD barrel. I think I also got that from Rooftop. So
Cool. Little L-can, little double action with the armor. That's a cool looking sight.
It looks good, but it's outdated.
Fits.
But it fits. You know?
I would say the L-cans though have some of the clearest glass and one of the best
yeah. Field of view.
Field of view. Yeah,
Huge
POV.
field of view.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
huge field of view. So everyone talks about, oh, well, you got to suck your eye behind the optic, but the trade-off is you get excellent field of view. So one of the biggest 1x field of views of any
It's
magnified
so
optic out
heavy
there.
though. Grow up, be a man.
It's lighter than LPVO.
I like this guy right here. This guy's pretty sexy. This is the peanut butter and jelly, but the buttery peanut part. What are we looking at here?
Just the tanadized 10.5 MLC. Got this one and the big brother from Thoroughbred Defense, or sorry, Thoroughbred Armament. Just pretty basic setup.
Hold on. Okay, moving down the line. This one has a vertical handle.
It does.
All right.
This is actually one of the more interesting LMTs I have. So
you
correct. It's one of one, but what happened was these uppers were made for some government contract. I don't know for who, but it's like a baby MLC. It's not the short shovel nose that everyone, or like the chopped shovel nose that you kind of see on like big techs and stuff. You'll notice it's the MLC profile with the QD points up front. But it's a 10.5 barrel with a piston setup. So I actually took a piston block off a barrel that Joe provided and mounted it to this factory 10.5 barrel. So what we have here is a kind of 10.5 piston at home setup.
All right, this one definitely hits home for me because you have the desert version of the same gun that I absolutely love and shoot day in, day out, the Specky. Spec War, also known as the Spec Daddy.
Yeah. Huxworks 5.56K, NGAL, Attacker 1-8 with the acro offset. I like to run the Badger dope card thingy holder. But I shoot this for almost everything. Multi-gun, accurized. So.
Accurized is similar to PRS. You're taking 5.56 guns from 200 to 700 yards, with 700 being silhouettes and the closer targets being sometimes even down to 6-inch plates. So it's cool to test the capabilities of a 12.5 5.56 gun and really show its capabilities of how well it can stretch out.
All right, with factory ammo.
Factory ammo. Shout out to X-Tac. The big chunka.
13.5 Mars H. Huxworks, Attacker 1-8, it's Magpul stock. This primarily sits on my really right stuff tripod with a clip on, and it's just fun for shooting like 300 to 500-ish at night with the 24.
PVS 24, it's, I would argue, probably one of the best quality clip-ons you could put on your gun right now.
Yeah,
For the
absolutely.
money. Beautiful. But they do such a good job. Is that admin? Let's go ahead and take care of that. Heavy boy.
This thing's a chonker. 16-inch piston MWS actually, so not a Mars H. You'll notice it's lacking the ambi features. This is actually a really old MWS set, and I got the barrel and bolt later on, just running a 7.62 Mini 2 from Surefire, the Loophole Mark V, which is a great optic, by the way. But this was actually one of my first LMTs. I actually got it the day I got married. Shout out to Matt and Distributors of Democracy for the setup. So this is the SOCOM MRGG -A prototype.
Prototype.
Including the MRGG can, which those are pretty hard to
MRGG
obtain.
can, hard to obtain.
Interesting thing with this is the gas port is timed with the lands and grooves. So the gas port sits inside one of the lands to minimize any deflection of the bullet as it exits.
That is cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So
how accurate is he?
it's pretty accurate.
Farthest shot you've taken on it?
750 yards.
750.
Right up there, actually.
Right up there. That's pretty light work for a 6.5 gun.
Yeah, 14.5, you really get like 20-inch 308 ballistics out of a much smaller system, a lighter system. The optic setup is, I don't know, clone correct if you're about that.
Okay, now the chunkiest of the chunk. Get out of the hole! Right? Something like that?
Something like that.
Give me the gold!
But you know, ACOG with the 40 mic is always a vibe. Right?
Dude, am I aesthetic right now?
Yeah.
I just like how this feels. This is your home defense gun, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What type of 40 do you use for home defense?
I use the 22 long rifle Hornet. Really fucks them up.
Yeah, it's great because that's how many 22 is that? It's like a couple. I think it's like a dozen.
It's more than a dozen.
I think it's 18.
I think 18's right. Yeah.
18 sounds right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a big chunker. Unfortunately, we didn't bring any 40s with us today. We're gonna hop up top here. Let's get behind the guns. Let's talk about this crazy. Let's talk about this crazy contraption. This is a one of one. Yes.
One of one in civilian hands, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Joe, feel free to correct me on that. So
What is it?
LMT, 24-inch, 24-inch 308. Made for a foreign government contract, I think for India, but kind of fell through. And Joe is nice enough to offer this to me. I actually don't know if I can say that. I think I can, but
We can edit it out. This is like is this based off of Remington?
yeah. So the action the barrel is made off of LMT proprietary technology. They're one of the few weapons manufacturers that makes their barrels in-house. So the barrel is all of them. I think the action is also made by them. I mean, it's marked Lewis Machining Tool, and the bolt is from Pacific Tool and Gauge.
Okay.
So
Quality company. And you've outfitted this with the 2.5 to 20 Night Force, which
it's kind of a placeholder for now until
What
I
are you
figure out
planning
what I
on?
want.
Okay.
One of the Attacker series,
Got
like
it.
most of my other guns.
so I have one of these on just like an SPR 5.56 build.
that's what
and-
I took it off of. So.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's very appropriate for that style of gun, like 223, shooting precision, smaller targets.
Right, it's lightweight, perfect for an AR
Yep.
platform rifle.
It's great. What can are you running up front?
It's actually one of my first cans, an SDN6 that was recorded by
Echo?
Echo Machine.
Yeah. They do some cool stuff. They got cool little gadgets.
Bosco crew, yeah. Yeah, SDN6, just an old can with a lot of back pressure, which is why it now sits on a bolt gun.
Yeah.
So,
This is cool.
yeah, that's the Badger Imunds. This barrel profile is way too big for it, so I actually did some machining to clearance it.
Machinist.
Machinist. Yeah, great for mounting the clip-on to that, and then up here usually IR illumination of some kind in his lid. So
Cool. All right, so now after we just got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 LMT rifles, top 3 that you have to live with, what are they gonna be?
Spec Ore for sure.
Specky right here,
Yeah. MRGG.
MRGG,
Yeah, and I'll keep the bolt gun too.
and the bolt gun.
Yeah.
I like it. And guys, honestly, if you're not shooting long range, you absolutely should. Realistically, if shit does hit the fan, you don't want to be up close and personal. We don't know what we're doing with CQB. Even if you think that you do, you probably don't, because my plan is just to shoot through the drywall. Being able to defend yourself from farther away is going to be much more beneficial, because ideally you're just avoiding all of these situations at hand. So MRGG and the bolt gun are absolutely good choices. I really like that 13.5 308 though.
Yeah, it's lightweight.
I just think it's cool. It's a thumper, but
It's a little bit of a flamethrower too.
it does have some flash. We've got some night footage. We can cut to that now. As you can see, there's a little bit of flash on that gun, but we were able to ring that steel at a distance. But solid choices. Let's go shoot some of them.
All right.
Let's go see how they hit steel. Maybe, I think we have just over 100 yards on this bay. I think we could probably stretch like 150-ish, 170. So we'll set up some steel, and we'll probably stay back and just work on seeing how controllable these guns are, ringing some plates. So we got the MRGG mid-range gas Fall! Mid-range gas gun is up first. I think I've got 20 rounds of SMB 140 grain. Should be pretty close to the 0, but we'll find out. We're shooting this pretty close for what this gun can do. We're only at about, say about 120, maybe 130. Nice. There we go. All right. Oh. Oh, this is nice, bud. We're gonna go ahead and take that shot. Nice. Beautiful. What's it look like if I just pump the power up a little bit? A little bit better on my eyes. Wow, that steel is moving. All right. Well, the bipod's moving a little bit for double taps on this thing. I do have a piece of AR 500 body armor down there that I'm gonna rip with a 6.5 FMJ, and we're gonna check it out once we get down there with the camera. When we're picking up the steel, see what happens to it. Oh, that was a direct hit and it fell right over. So we only get one hit. Let's shoot the steel a little bit more. It's a pretty violent gun. It's kicking, but it's returning back to the same hold pretty easily. I'm noticing a bit of gas coming back in my face, but what a cool rig. I wish we had a little bit more length to stretch this out to, but that's what we're dealing with today on the range that we're at. So maybe we can do another video where we actually get this gun at distance and take it out far. We got the Shorty 10.5 piston, and we're gonna shoot it as short as possible. What is coming out on my fingers here?
Surefire can.
Okay, I gotta put the stock out. And that right there, folks, is why you need a good, solid cheek weld on your rifle and have it positioned properly. Once I locked that up, it was easy to hit that steel, but having it nice and short, it's uncomfortable, just like this Surefire can. My hands are literally getting blasted with carbon. Okay, this is like the front of my fingers, like it hurts a little bit. Maybe not hurts, it feels like a light sand blasting. I don't know if any of you guys worked with sand blasting, but that's what it do be feeling like. Oh, pulled that. 10.5 piston, black knuckles, ready for fighting. The Specky, covered in peanut butter. Not actually though, that was the P365, which you should check out in earlier videos. Right. Wow, there's no recoil. And look, I'm barely even gonna put any pressure on this gun and pull the trigger. I mean, there's no recoil. It's pretty crazy. The Hux can's really doing its work with its low back pressure system. A couple double taps, my beard was getting caught in the buffer, which was pretty annoying. But I freaking love this gun. I think this would be the one gun that I grab if I had to grab any of them. This is the all-in, do-all rifle. You can stretch it out, you can hit stuff, you can run with it. It's a little bit of a pig, but so am I, so what are you gonna do about it? This is the most casual I've ever shot a bolt gun. I feel like I'm about to read you a bedtime story and I should be in a Mr. Rogers sweater or some shit. Crisscross applesauce for this story time. Well, it's not story time, it's shooty time. And this is my first time shooting the LMT 308 bolt gun. This thing's pretty cool. Very thankful the LMT Supreme Leader allows me to do cool things like this. So let's get it, we've got 5 rounds. Dude, this feels good. Yes. My goodness. I'm gonna try to aim just right at the very bottom of it, see if we can get it swinging. Oh, we almost knocked the steel over with that one. Don't worry, Mr. President, I'll save you. Neutralized. Oh wait, my cat's endangered. Back away from my cat. Wait, what about a pinky shot? Like fancy? If you guys go to Kevin's Instagram page and he gets over 1,000 comments on his most recent post saying LMT Supreme Leader, he'll give this away. This is real. He's not shaking his head or laughing behind the camera right now. Do you have any random LMT trinkets at home that we can give away to somebody?
No.
The Supreme Leader does not have anything extra for you.
I have a shirt with a hole in it.
Shirt with a hole in it. But lucky for you, I have LMT sticker pack. What is that? It's a bunch of cool stickers. LMT got some nice stickers like this one that's on the other side of the tripod that you can't see. Haha. But also like
What the f are they actually doing over there?
Have they reloaded? Oh, what in tarnation just happened? We need to end this right now. We're not gonna shoot any more guns on this video, and I'm sorry, but we are dragging. Imagining dragons. We're getting delusional. We've been up far too long, and it's 110 degrees out right now, which is insane. I hope you guys enjoyed Kevin's LMTs, the LMT Supreme Leader, and thank you to Cowtown Range for letting us shoot on this bay today. Cowtown Range is in Peoria, Arizona. If you're in the Phoenix metro area, it's an excellent choice to come shoot some matches at. And let us know what your favorite gun was out of Kevin's collections, and if you'd like to see Kevin back on the channel with a sequel, with LMTs, or something else. What do you got to say? Anything? What do you got? Nothing. Shake my hand. We're out of here. Goodbye. We're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.